Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto has pushed Kenya to the wall to a point Kenyans have no option but to air out their frustrations and grievances in whichever method way they saw deem fit. Have a look at this short clip before we continue.
Ya petroli inatoka Puto minakuja, inatoka Puto minakuja, petroli inatoka Puto minakuja, diesel inatoka Puto minakuja, yani mambo inatoka Puto minakuja, kwenda kwa mkono. Hapo unasemaje? Ati unasemaje? Salala. Mambo ni Puto minakuja hapa, ati inatoka chini na bila, inatoka una.
Creative Kenyans are using their creativities to pass out and to air out their grievances. And the message is actually sinking. Yes. There is also one person here, Hudah Munroe. Lessons I have learned. Never give the son of a poor man the top seat. President William Ruto will go down in history as Kenya's worst president. Kenya's worst president. Never give the son of a poor man the top seat. When William Ruto was campaigning, he was using the hustler's narrative. I'm just a son of a nobody. And actually, he convinced some Kenyans. He convinced some poor people who saw him as one of them, and they voted for him. If now you compare William Ruto's regime to those other past regimes that were deemed dynasties, Ruto's regime is the worst. In fact, in this regime, hustlers, poor people are suffering more than even those regimes Ruto was saying were dynastic. So in actual sense, Ruto has destroyed for other poor people. In future, you will not come to tell somebody that, elect me because I'm poor like you. They'll just remind you on how William Ruto ruled poorly. So Ruto has really done a lot of injustice, not only to himself or to his family, but to the poor generations that will come after him. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans who see in clear terms what this means politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. Yes. What does all this mean, ladies and gentlemen? When I say Ruto's government has failed, and when I say this is the worst government since independence, I'm not taking sides at all. I'm stating the truth as it is. And it's good Kenyans across board are now coming to terms with this reality. Content creators, bloggers, musicians, celebs, socialites, at least Kenyans are agreeing on this one issue that Ruto has failed miserably. He has failed miserably. Let me highlight once more these sentiments by Hudah. Lessons I have learned. Never give the son of a poor man the top seat. President William Ruto will go down in history as Kenya's worst president. That's very true. Ruto has become a very big letdown to millions of Kenyans who are very much optimistic of his presidency. Millions were expecting that upon Ruto coming into office, their lives were going to transform from bottom to up. They were going to acquire some financial stability. Ruto has made them poorer. In fact, they are worse off than they were before Ruto came to power. The previous governments that Ruto was branding dynastic, they were more considerate to the plight of the poor than this Ruto's government. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. There is one false notion and a misconception. One blunder I strongly believe William Ruto is making. Ruto knows that in 2022, Kenyans never voted for him. He knows that. So he does not care about what Kenyans are going through or what Kenyans are feeling. In his own estimation, the way I see it, he thinks that he'll use the same strategy he used in 2022 to force himself in office in 2027. That's what I'm seeing here. Because if actually he knew it's about the people, Ruto could not be ruling the way he's doing. Let me send this message to Ruto and his team. By that 2027, Ruto will be very unpopular to a point. Any method he will employ in that 2027 will fail flat. He will be just too unpopular to be actually salvaged by any method or through any method. This is a man who is going to be hated, ladies and gentlemen. And if this is the trend, if it continues the way it's going, which most definitely it will, and it will even get worse, William Ruto will go down in history as a one-term president. Hii dunia si ya mtu. Today, people can be cheering you and ululating you. Tomorrow, the same hands they are using to ululate and to cheer you up with, the same hands they will use to destroy you. The same people ululating, cheering up William Ruto today, as your precious Kenyans, those same people with the same hands, they will destroy Ruto come 2027. Yes, they will destroy him. As I conclude, it's now a fact, and there should be no debate about this. It's now a fact that if it's about leadership, Ruto and his team have failed flat. If Kenyans are to elect based on the performance of a leader, this one has failed. He doesn't deserve any vote at all. This one has failed, has brought this country serious embarrassment locally and internationally. I saw William Ruto some few days ago lying in the United States of America that Kenya has already started producing smartphones. Regarding some few months ago, actually shocked very many Kenyans when he said William Ruto has fulfilled 50% of the promises he made when he was campaigning for the presidency. These are all lies. In the recent days, Ruto has been on record boasting on how he has stabilized the economy. All those are propaganda. Thousands of Kenyans yesterday, about 7,000 Kenyans, turned out for KDF recruitment. The needed positions were only 350. Over 7,000 Kenyans turned out for the recruitment. What does that show? Serious unemployment in the country. And with what we are seeing happening on a daily basis, now that William Ruto has got this intention of raising VAT from 15% to 18%, more companies are going to close down in Kenya. More investors will run away from Kenya. They'll be going to the neighboring countries. The net effect of that, more and more Kenyans will be rendered jobless. So Ruto's bad policies are seriously causing Kenyans a lot of harm. How I wish William Ruto could be man enough to resign, because this is a public office. It's not a personal or a private office or position. If you can't deliver, if you can't offer the solution Kenyans are yearning for, the best thing is to resign. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans and subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. Thank you. God bless you. Any other person who may want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.